At Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Finance, we are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Live. So I had some technical difficulties here trying to get the camera set up. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard here, but they seem to just be taking settings away, and I suck with this shit, but it is what it is. I'm not out here smoking crack on these streets. You know, we've been doing it the right way. We've been making sacrifices this bear market. We've been living below our means, and we've been waiting for this point so we could sell into green candles, not FOMO buy, not panic. We've been preparing for this moment, and damn, it feels good. HEX and Pulsechain leading the way on the bubbles by a long shot. And is this the time of the market where HEX just decouples and now Pulsechain along with it, PulseX along with them? Man, it's going to have the mainstream influencers. They're going to have to start talking about it. They knew this time was going to come. They delayed it till January of 2024. But this shit is here. It's our bull run. And we are going to, oh man, we're going to the firmament. Willie, let's go. Yeah, buddy, stressful struggle. Look at that chart. Hell yeah. Which one, bro? Which one? Inc. up 36%. Pulsex, 37.8. Both hexes at almost 3 cents now. Hey, Davis, you took the words out of my mouth. About time. Zoom, zoom. Godfather J6. Vin, what up? Old Drippy, let's go. It's about time. Is our year. Lale, hey, love the show. Appreciate that. I try my best. There we go. Vets in the building. What you know about that Ripple stock Vets just got? And Ripple, I think you got it at like an $8.5 billion valuation. Oh, guess what? Ripple just did a buyback at $11.2 billion. So you just made almost 30% now. That stock is now valued at whatever Ripple just bought it back at. So we're just winning everywhere, guys. Skynet hijacker, yeah. So that's just hilarious out there in China. They actually named it that. You can't make this shit up. Glad I didn't sell anything during the SEC FUD. Nope. And you got into ICP, which I didn't. I got into Solana, so I figured, all right, if I got into Solana last year, ICP was the other one that got lumped in bad there. FTX, whatever. It is what it is. And I fudded myself out. And I wish I didn't, but hey, it is what it is. I'm glad you got into it. And you're gonna crush it, bro. Getting in at a buck or two where you did. Familiar with Blockban on Pulsechain? I know the real deal. Hell yeah. I know about Blockban, Beetroot. Yeah, we were doing some back in the PDI days and the Tropa doing some deep dives. We found the Blockban website with the little surfer Pulsechain guy, and we were like, man, if this isn't like Pulsechain related, and then sure enough, it was. So yeah, guy Davis, I have 48 ICP. Picked them at last bull. That a boy. That a boy. Willie B, let's go. Pulsechain is blasting off. Great to hear from you, Vibra. Yeah, bro. Feels good to be back. Feels good to see everybody winning. You know, fuck winning so hard. Exactly, Bats. I love it. I mean, look at the T-share now, 31,600. Anyone that hasn't made their ladder, whoo, you are getting priced out. I mean, what's some T-share worth now? $300. All right. I mean, look at that, guys. We were at 146 a week ago. So we've doubled the T-share value. And this is what's going to happen. This thing is going to just keep ratcheting it up. And I really think that we could have a nice January here. And last January went from what, 2 cents up to 12? Well, we only had one hex that way, or one hex back then. Now we got 2. So maybe we went from 2 to 6 cents. So we triple up on both chains during January. So we go from combined value of about 2.2 to almost 7 cents-ish. I'll take it. That'll feel damn good to have my HEX bags worth 3x what they are right now. Well, 2.5x from the 2.8 cent combined value right now. Whoo, feels good. Now, the one thing is, like, I don't know with Ink. I pulled my LPs when they was at like $5. I got out and I bought back in at like $1.60. And when it was at $1.10, I pulled the plug and it went down to like, 50 cents or something. I didn't buy back in. Will I regret it? I don't know. I mean, I just feel like I am so weighted in like Pulse and Pulse X that it feels good just to see when you look at your portfolio, the 2 heaviest coins I got, Pulse and Pulse X. It doesn't include my HEX staking ladders, but to see those up the most, I mean, that's rare, guys. That shit's rare. So I hope a lot of you guys are this way too. And I don't know what these are going to do, actually. This is new territory for us. We can look at the ETH chart, see what that did. We could see what some of the other L2s have done, but I don't think you can really compare ETH to Pulsechain when it launched, the amount of money in it. So this is kind of like a new experiment, what Richard's doing here. And I love what he's got going. He's got so many tricks up his sleeve. And just looking at all the altcoins on Pulsechain, I mean, man, these things are starting to rip. PTGC, shout out to the aliens. Just made a new all-time high, 18.4. And we just dipped down a little bit, but that's what happens when you make new all-time highs. No, I don't want to connect. Sorry about that, guys. So 17.5 now, but look, this thing is so deflationary. It really is crazy to see 26.7 billion coins burned. The supply was 333 total. So now circulating is 306. And this is we're now in October. So the 3-month anniversary is coming up, or is like right around now. So this has been 3 months. So now if we go another 9 months, which makes it 1 year, if this supply of burn gets to like 75, 80 billion, this thing is going to go to the firmament. So congrats to all you stakers. Congrats to everyone. Mobius, I know you're doing well. I know John May, you're doing well with it. I know, Chaos Chris. A lot of you guys got your PTGC locked up. Coach, you're crushing it. Keep doing your thing. Sologenics popping a little bit. Like to see that. I'm a big fan of them with their tokenization of assets, with the way that they are sourcing liquidity is very unique for blockchain-related projects and launches. They're going to make a big announcement, I hear, with an acquisition. So, guys, there's so much going on in all of crypto, and I don't think it's coincidence that we're on top of all the stuff that we cover here, from HBAR to Stellar to the XRPL, Pulsechain, Metis. We got into optimism and Arbitrum a little bit in the bear market. All our ISO plays with Quant, Algorand. I mean, guys, the news with Hedera and Algorand with their decentralized recovery, that shit is so big. People don't understand. People don't care. It's like the biggest news of the year by far, in my opinion. And it's like no one's there to even give a shit. But I don't know. I'm just in a different world here. I see things differently. But it's all good. People fudding the hell out of TitanX this last week. And then what happens? Oh, yeah, the Dragon information comes out. Dragon Z, or whatever the name of it is. And it's basically just a better TitanX. Like, Jake is evolving. He's willing to evolve, clearly. So I think this was basically the idea of Hyper back when I originally streamed with him before launch. I think the success early of TitanX has allowed him to pivot a little bit and sit back and do things better. And then rushing it and forcing a plan that you put together, and then after launching and other things happening, you wish you could have tweaked it. I'm just so excited to see what happens. There's no ETH coming with Hyper. We're going to be able to sacrifice our stakes. your max stakes. So if you did some where you feel like you're not getting that good of a yield, you can sacrifice them. And what's that going to do? The stakes that I leave, you're going to increase my ETH yield. So I'm super happy about it. I'm bullish as hell. And everything's moving, guys. Hart's Law, you've really seen it on Pulsechain here. You know, Singularity Net, AGIX. No one's got this coin on here. It's one of the alts I got. Time's doing well. And then PulseX is leading the way. I told you guys PulseX was going to start moving against Pulsechain. We saw when it launched that ratio was about 4-1. And then it climbed up to 2. And I swapped it out at 3.89. And now we're at, I think, 2.8 around there. 2.75, 2.8. So, guys, you can win with just moving your bag from Pulse to PulseX. PulseX back to Pulsechain at the right times. You can watch it trend from 2 to 4, and it's going to just stay in that channel, I think. And you can increase your bags of both of those without even having to worry about other trades. We're saying, all right, I'm going to take 1 million Pulsechain and I'm going to buy this altcoin when it doubles. I'm going to take my profits out and let it run. You don't have to worry about any of that. You can do it with Pulse and PulseX ratio trading if you know what you're doing. If you need help, holler at 28 Wealth. That's what we're here for. Teddy Bear, 40%, actually leading the way. Let's see on the 5-minute. We're done. All right, so we're consolidating on the 5-minute, guys. We're getting bullish as hell. We're about to print another dildo, send this thing off to the firmament, get the memes going. Let's go. This is what we want to see. P-Die, man, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be saying this right now, but everyone with a big mouth, I feel like, is over watching Lit right now in that chat, trying to get some advice from Gary. But I see something happen before Pulsechain launched. A wallet holding 5 or 6 trillion Pulsechain changed the contract or was involved with changing the contracts of P-Die before Pulsechain launched. So someone with that much supply was tweaking it right as it launched, but people didn't know. We didn't know it was going to come out. So it's someone really close to Richard, in my opinion. So if Richard, he's been saying we need a stable coin on Pulsechain. You know, what better way to do it than P-Die? And no one saw it coming. There's a whole new way of doing DeFi out here. Who knew about Uniswap? In 2019, I didn't know about it. When I first got in and bought ETHLend and Civic and Gnosis, I was using Ethos Wallet because it was the only one that I could swap inside of for random altcoins. Dash, they weren't on any exchanges that we could use up in New York, and I didn't have a VPN, and I still don't. But I'm going to get one this week. NordVPN, sponsor the show. Just kidding. We're not allowed sponsorships. We're not allowed even monetization here. So if you want a super chat, you ain't even allowed. There's too much alpha here. So they figure with all the alpha in this show, you know, you don't need a super chat. But back to P-Die. That happening before Pulsechain launched with a wallet that has that much Pulsechain. Richard saying we need a stable coin. And no one knew what Uniswap was in 2019. HEX came along. The airdrop came along. HEX created the DeFi summer of 2020. Richard created an entire trend. And it wasn't until years later we look back and say that. And I think right now, a new trend is being formed with P-Die and the way of backing a stable coin. You know, I really hope that PUSD and Algo and Flex work out on Pulsechain, because that if Richard isn't behind P-Die or knows what's going on and trying to make sure it's successful, I really hope that Luna 2.0 works on Pulsechain, because that could be a huge narrative. So we just need one, an algorithmic stablecoin, or Richard Hart creating a new trend, a new way of doing a stablecoin outside of the system with collateral that is in pools that you can't take out. It's locked liquidity, having LP constantly bought and burned, and then also making it very difficult to get out of the coins. And having all these other coins up, down, legal, TSFI, and these whole web of coins that basically trap the liquidity because it's so hard to get in and out of all of them without eating so much slippage. So I don't know if this is Richard, if it's not. I don't know if Maria is Richard's only sister. But, man, I'm excited. Like, holy shit. I've been here for 4 years every day studying this shit, paying attention to what's going on in all of crypto, not just inside the Richard Hart ecosystem, but all of it with Hedera and Algorand and Stellar and Ripple and XRP and Casper and XDC and Quant. And it goes on and on and on. Jasmy, Propy. Like, it doesn't end. This is what I do every day. I see the shit. I'm as confident in the Richard Hart ecosystem. When people ask me about Pulsechain in this bear market, yes, buy. It's only a matter of time. Richard will never let you down. He is a GOAT of crypto. But people just didn't want to hear it. So I was focusing on other ecosystems where I found stuff where I was just as confident in Pulse and Hex as I am in Hedera and Karate Combat. Like Karate Combat, guys, this shit's going to be as big as the UFC in 10 years. Like Karate has every single thing working for it to scale the UFC. They beat Fighter Pay because with the way it works is us as fans, we get to watch the event and bet on it. And we don't lose if we lose the bets. The winning bets are paid out of the inflation. Losing bets don't even count. But the fighters get an actual portion of the bets in every match. So the more the fans bet, the more they make. So you can't say they didn't make enough. Well, get 10 of your friends involved and have them bet, and the fighters will get more, and you don't lose anything. You don't risk anything. So it's just brilliant, guys, and there's so many different plays outside that I've been like screaming about you guys to get at. PTGC. We have made 30, 40x on that. These Metis altcoins going ballistic. All the HBAR altcoins are starting to go nuts. I mean, shit, look at Jam in the last 24 hours, up 60%. Why? Because they just got a huge grant from, I forget what company, but it's a private, basically just the VC funds. And they saw what they were doing, and they were like, oh, shit, we need to give you guys some money for this. You guys are crushing it. And I was telling you guys about Jam a year ago, but no one gave a shit. Galaxy, Spencer Dinwiddie in the NBA right now is launching a social media creators app. I'm in. I got the airdrop of it with like 1,100 people. So I got receipts for my shit. I don't just talk about it. I have receipts to back it all up. And I'm just as confident in Dovu over there on Hedera as I am in the Richard Hart ecosystem because of partnerships. So guys, there's so much going on. People that making excuses and blaming Pulsechain. I'm a victim of shitcoinery. No, you're a victim of being a dumbass. You didn't listen to Richard Hart. First of all, you have a song saying, stake that hex, but you didn't even do it. You were throwing a mansion party when I know I got more money than you, and I would never do that. I would never waste that money until it was like, losing $100 or something. So when you live outside your means in the bear market, look what happens. You got to downgrade your lifestyle in the bear market so you can go all in. You got to make mistakes. You got to be beaten down. You got to get hacked so you can get stronger and better. Crypto is so freaking hard. It's never easy. When you get into a coin early at a 30K market cap, when do you sell? Do I sell a triple? If I do, what if it does another 10x and I just screwed myself? Yeah, you did. It's never easy. And then you bought this other coin and it went down, and the other 3 hours looking at went up. What the hell? I did the wrong thing. So I couldn't win when I bought that other coin, and then I took profits and I lost. So everything where I look, I'm taking L's. Shit's so hard, guys. That's why you have to just make a plan and stick to it. And it sounds cliche, but less is more. Like today, I'm trying to think the only moves I made today. I scraped off a little PTGC interest and I sold it and swapped it out for, I don't even remember, I think a little more Spark swap. And then when Tune pumped up like crazy, it had a huge dip. So I saw the dip coming. I was on my computer just messing around right here. I saw this pump and it was so parabolic. I was like, okay, this is insane right here. This wick from 001 to 0132. So I dumped my bag and rebought it literally 5 minutes later. I made like 15%, but that's it. I didn't do anything today. Like I don't have new money right now to put into crypto. So I'm not going to just force shit and just sell bags. Like, okay, God, Oh, man, all right, what's over here? Oh, shit, I missed this PRS. Oh, God, it's up 30%. It's going to go up another 50. Shit, I got to FOMO into this right now. No, look to see what's down. Okay, Kazuna's down. Shout out Gugod. Only coin down over here, Kazuna. It's a meme coin on Tau. He convinced me to FOMO in, and look at that. If I had stuck to my gun and said, you know what, Gugod, no. Fuck meme coins. I don't like that shit. I'm a utility maxi. I would have saved myself. I'm just joking. Gugod's a legend. And that coin will do well. But my point is, when all these coins were red, no one wanted them. And now when they're green, everyone wants them. And I understand that. And I am willing to make that sacrifice. And I'm willing to sit on my ass and say, yeah, you know what? I'm down 40% right now. Well, you made this on Bonk. Yeah, you got that on Cock Inu over there. Yeah, you made good on Dildo in your ass Inu. That's all right. I'm still holding my Illuvium, my Quant, my PDI, my Teddy, my Pulse, my PulseX, and I'm adding more Hex because I know my day will come. And for the 2nd January in a row, Richard's about to bless us. And we're about to get a violent rip up. And for all of us that had to wait and suffer, Richard couldn't talk to us, couldn't even put comments on. He will make that shit up to us. And it's going to last, guys. I really think, it's so hard. No one knows where this shit's going in the future. Right? You need to stop listening to the gurus. My opinion, if you listen to me and go back and listen to my streams a month ago where I think Bitcoin was going, I was probably wrong 7 out of 10 times. And a couple of them were just flukes because once you make 7 predictions, one of them is probably going to come true. But what I'm seeing, guys, is we're just so correlated to the stock market right now. And as long as we can just continue and not dump in the S&P, this alt season is going to last, I think, a month, 2 months. Could be 2 weeks. If we get some horrible news and Elon has a heart attack and fucking Tesla dumps and then it just creates hell. No one knows. But as long as the S&P can just stay above 4,500, I think we're good for our little alt season. So just keep that in mind, guys. The stock market could destroy this at any point. We're not decoupulated from it. We're very correlated still. And I don't hear a lot of people talk about that. So it's just an easy way. If you're feeling like, oh man, I don't know, can this last any longer? Just check the S&P real quick and just see where it's at. And if it looks like we're topping, like back in July here or September, where it's like, all right, we're topping, we're starting to go down a little bit. This doesn't look good. Right now we don't look like that. It looks like we're making this move right here and about to just go parabolic. But who knows? I do know that when it started getting bad, what did no telling Janet Yellen do? Whoop. All right, we're out of that. No, we can't let this happen. Oh, another recession. No, we can't do that. No recession. No. It's Halloween. No. We need the stock market back up. So they're just manipulating the shit out of everything. And until they actually let it dip, hopefully we get our alt season, guys. And we'll just continue to set world records. Shout out to Lindsay. She was on it live. I had the private chat, a private call with the group. But it was great to watch her be on there, set records. It's just awesome for our community, guys. It just shows you, if you look at this, how many women are in the community, how many different people. And we're just, guys, our time is coming right now. And the bridge problem, I've been talking about, this is the biggest problem. Like for the last couple months, is money's been leaving the chain, bridging off Pulsechain, leaving Pulsechain. It's not what we wanted to see. And all of a sudden, I don't know if God Whale coming back sparked something, wallet activity sparked something, or it's just green effing candles. That's it. Green candles make everybody happy. And now we got 9 million bridged in the last 72 hours, crossing the $100 million mark. And that's what I want to see. I want to see where volume is at, because I hope that you fucking maxi assholes out there that were screaming at Marco, screaming at Corey, and just making fools. He was telling Jake he's a scammer. Blah, 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 blah. He's got the ability to give a huge fuck you to Pulsechain if he does not come over and launch TitanX. And now we're at $43 million, right? If we get to $100 million for 2 weeks, that was his threshold. If we get there, he'll launch TitanX on Pulsechain. And we need to be grown up enough to where he will not have any hesitations about doing it. It's fucking embarrassing that he's even considering saying, screw you, Pulsechain. Like, you guys are a bunch of children. You know, I can't believe it. Sorry, I got some care problems. But it's all right. I think green candles, I see the drama has kind of died down. Everyone's happy. You don't have time to argue when your bags are pumping. You're too busy tweeting memes and telling everybody how rich you are and how smart you are. But yeah, guys, we got Dragon coming out. It's going to really help TitanX, then Hyper. P-Dye's pumping, Atropa. We got the bridge moving, 43 million in volume. And this too, guys, this shit really pissed me off right here. I don't know where my comment is, but here we go. He's a fucking scumbag. He got on Spaces when the SEC lawsuit was dropped and said Richard Hart belongs in jail for 25 years. He's a fraudster, blah, 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 blah. Once again, these clowns will never be held accountable for the blatant ignorance. This asshole will be welcomed right into the community. Gary Cardone. I'm not fucking stupid. I remember that shit. I don't forget things. All right, I was in that Spaces when this asshole said, oh, Richard Hart, he belongs in jail. He's a scammer, and he's been doing it for years, this guy, and he deserves 25 to life, was exactly what he said. And fuck you, bro. You're a scumbag. You're a piece of shit. Well, I don't even want this guy in the community. I really don't. He's a fucking grifting, leeching piece of shit who can go fuck himself. So, you guys want him in? You guys could take him and go blow him and put him up on this pedestal and make him this new fucking idol of the community who trashed all of us when shit was bad. When it wasn't looking good and we were sitting here, his ass was nowhere to be found. So, Gary, fuck you, you piece of shit, you little snake. We know what you're really about, you little fucking weasel. I don't let that shit slide, guys, and I never will. I'm not going to cuck to anyone. And even Nagabo, I ain't going to simp for him either. Right? He should have staked Hex. He should have listened to Richard and given it 1 year. And he shouldn't be throwing mansion parties when your entire worth isn't a fucking sacrifice. So go get a job and show you're getting back on your feet and people would support you. Exactly what Sami says. Go get a job and bounce back and people will support you. Don't go blame the community and say you're a fucking victim of shit coinery because you fucking bought the tops of all these charts. You have no clue what you're doing. You know, it's sad to see, you know, but it is what it is, guys. We're crushing so hard. It's not stopping. And yeah, we already talked about the Hedera stuff. And everywhere across these ecosystems, guys, we're just crushing it. The tokenization asset plays, Metis, crushing it. The utility coins, Jasmy, Miria, Scale, Axelar, all crushing it. Like, guys, we can't fucking lose. So if you have a good diversified portfolio, my H-bar bag has 5x'd, and I haven't bought anything. I bought Centex a month ago. We all told you about it on here at 30 cents. It's at 240 now. It's up 8x. Hashkey, 2.5 days ago, it launched, or 3 days ago. It's up 6x. Like, we're fucking crushing it, guys. And we're going to catch a lot of hate for it, but you know what? It's all good. We weren't lucky. We were here. We sacrificed. We put the time in, the research, and we had conviction, and we knew what we fucking hold. It's that simple. I know what I hold. I'm not selling shit right now. I know how valuable it is. I know I'm going to be able to give my grandkids H-Bar and Stellar, and hopefully Hex and Pulsechain. But I know those two for sure. Casper, most likely, Quant. Those are the ones that I think are going to last. I could be wrong. But that's why there's 8 million coins out here for you guys to FOMO into and hopefully come out and picking these ones right here, the winners. So that's the top one. Let's check my favorite bag. Oh, this is bad. Let's see. All right. Miria crushing it. What's doing bad, though? That's what I want to see. What's not doing well right now? And why? Creo, all right, that I understand. It front run everything. It's still up 1,000% on the month. I mean, guys, we got in this on December 6th. So before this chart even starts, we're getting receipts on my Twitter, but I get 3 likes and no one gives a fuck. It's so funny. I'm going to be here every day doing it, though. Velo, How long we been talking about Velo? Nice little pump. Stronghold, where you at? Velo, Stronghold, and Relio, the 3 gems on Stellar that you cannot pass up. If you know, you know. Verasity, another altcoin sitting at absolute rock bottom. Just another PulseX, PEX, Pulsechain type coin just sitting doing nothing. Verasity and Vera views, unbelievable coin. 15% staking. You can't fucking lose, guys. It's that easy. You pick coins that have a narrative, have a utility, have partnerships, and maybe have some staking. Boom. Buy them right now, lock them up, come back in a year. It's that easy. And it really is. Here's all my coins pretty much I own. I'll pop my stupid ass off here so you can take a screenshot of it. There you go. Pretty much every coin I own, but like TitanX and some others that just aren't on here. But pretty much a lot of the blue chips, Doge, Cardano, those are all in iTrust Capital in a portfolio I can't touch till I'm 59. So that's a different way of thinking. XRP, Algorand, Chainlink, they're all 20-year plays for me. I mean, Bitcoin's been around now for 15, 16 years, and it's still horrible, shitty technology that is expanding and growing, and ordinals are just coming in new technology. I think it's going to be here for 15 more. So that's 30 years. So by that point, I'll be cashing out of that account, and hopefully all these coins will be in the top 30, top 50, and we will be just crushing it at Katachi Resort. That's the goal, to have something like this, to all come together and all live together somewhere like this and build Texaco right here, where this is our resort right here, where we got a golf course, a clubhouse, we grow organic food, serve it in a restaurant, employ only good people with families, have the pickleball national championships right here on ESPN, the Ocho. We could film content all day. Camo Joe's going to be doing fucking right here, fishing expeditions. We got Pilates. We can have our Alzheimer dementia home in case shit gets bad for our parents and elders. Like, guys, this is what the future is. Like, imagine all of us coming together and all having like 10 acres. We all owned 1,000 acres somewhere. And, 40 families came together and all were like, all right, we're doing this shit. I can bring this to the table. I can bring this to the table. And somehow with blockchain and with AI and technology, we can figure out how to run this. And then, guys, like the future is so bright. It's either smart cities and jabs and fear porn, or you can live out here in the country like this, owning your own property, your own land, building your own stuff. And what's going on in the cities and in Babylon is so irrelevant. If you could produce all your food here and live here off the land and then sell it, your surplus of stuff, rent out the pickleball court, charge Camo Joe 5% on each trip. There you go, guys. That's it. We're making this shit happen. And if we can get pumps like this for like another week, month, another year, oh boy, it's happening. And it's going to be content. It's going to be inspirational. And man, I'm just fucking excited. And all you guys are going to be here making the right moves, knowing when to get in and out of plays, having conviction in what you hold, not getting fudded out. And yeah, guys, we're going to leave Babylon behind. Exactly, Cookie. That's right. All right, guys, that's all I got. My contacts are so fucking dry. I literally cannot see a thing right now. I can't even read my name right there. I know it's Mobius with his Texan flag there, but I can't even read the chat right now. So smash that like button. Leave a huge super chat if you can find the button. And we'll be back tomorrow, guys. Peace.